All right, let's read it again. Right? He said, she seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hand. She is like the merchant ships. She is like the merchant ships. Okay, she brings her food from afar. Hold on. She brings her food from where? From afar. Come on, man. That's why the brother, you gotta rebuke your wife if she's going off. You gotta let them know that's the most side. Ye so-called blacks, Latino, and native Indian, man. Understand that? He said, she riseth also while it is yet night. Hold on. What? She wake up early in the morning. I've seen that. My mom had done that. My mom will wake up early in the morning while we still sleeping, and she start doing whatever she got to do to get the house ready, so everybody can be ready, have the breakfast, go to school, do what we got to do. And guess what? She took care of the children. She took care of over 5 children, man. Today, you don't see that with our women. They want to go sit down in the salon, right, with the hidden pen, the nail. They go look at dead people nail, dead animal nail. They put on their finger glue, paint, blue, green, red, yellow, blah, blah. No, man, that's off. That's foolishness. All right, let's read it again. He said, she riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to a household. What does she do? She give food, meat to a household, and a portion to her maiden, the one that assists her in the house. Not only to her children, but the woman that worked for her, that as her servant. She fed all of them. Virtuous woman. Virtuous woman. Okay. He said, she considered a field. What does she do? She buy a land. A virtuous woman. She go ahead with her own money. She buy a land. Imagine that, man. How many of our women can do that today? How many, man? That's why we need the kingdom. We need a Mashiach, man. Because our women, they off, man. Our women off. They're following Esau, Edom. They're all over the place, man. He said, she considered a field and buy it. Hold on, what does she do? She buy it, man. With the fruit of her hand, her own work. With the fruit of her hand, she planted a vineyard. A vineyard. There we go. Because a lot of you out there, women, ye so-called black women, a Latino woman, or Latina woman, guess what? You think it's only the men that can plant the corn, right? Guess what? The Most High will allow you one day, if you happen to get a chance, after all this weakness going on, travel, go to West Africa and go take a look at the Judah woman over there, the Benjamin woman over there, the Levi woman over there. Go take a look at the work that they do. I'm not talking about the 50, the one that live in the city. Go like in the countryside, you see what they do. They plant, they know how to garden, they know how to raise flocks, they know how to raise cattle, they take care of everything, they clean, they raise the children, they know how to go in the market to get the food to sell. They do all type of things, man. This is not our rest, because our women are at ease, man. They are at ease right now. Esau have seduced them, and they are ease. They want everything easy. You know what they want? They want to sleep and wake up, and when they wake up in the morning, they want to see the table right there with the bread, right? The sandwiches, the drink, the orange juice. That's what a woman looking for, man. Don't you know you got to work for it? Let's read it. She considered a field and buy it. With the fruit of her hand, she planted a vineyard. She girded her loins with strength and strengthened her arms. She's not lazy, okay? She's not lazy. If you rely, guess what? If you rely on the government, guess what? You are lazy. You can't be a virtuous woman when you wait on the government to eat. You want to wait on the social services. You want to call the police on your husband. Guess what? You are not a virtuous woman. You are a wicked woman. Point blank, period. If you get caught, If you get caught, guess what? That means you know you're doing something wrong. If you're getting chin chin chin, guess what? That means you're doing something wrong, buddy. Keep in mind. Let's go to it. He says she perceived that her merchandise is good. There we go, man. Her candle go not out by night. You see that? There is always light in the house. That's what a virtuous woman do, man. Oh, you know, you know, Johnny, you know, last time you ain't give me enough money. Oh, blah, blah. No. That's not a virtuous woman. That is not a virtuous woman. Let's go to it. She laid her hand to the spindle and her hand hold the distaff, man. That's right, King. Right? That's right. We're going to bring it out, King. That's right. Ecclesiasticus. That's right, bro. That's right. She laid her hand to the spindle and her hand hold the distaff. You see? She know how to sew. Okay? She know how to deal with clothing. She stretched out her hand to the poor. What does she do? She stretched out her hand to the poor. Yeah. She reached forth her hand to the needy. The needy. She's not afraid of the snow. So when it snows, go out there, put on your boots, put on your gloves, and shovel the snow. Okay? If your Lord, if your king is not in the house yet, guess what? Get off your behind, put on your boots, put on your long dresses. Okay? Go look for the shovel whatsoever it is. Okay? Or you can ask, guess what? Your Lord. Okay? Your cover, your head, your king. Ask him before he leaves. He said, Lord, what is the shovel? In case it snow, I can clean. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Get up off your behind. Okay? Stop being lazy. Okay? This is Babylon spirit on our woman. Okay? Okay? Do some work. Okay? Let's go. He said, she is not afraid of the snow for her household. There we go. For all her household are clothed with what? With scarlet. There we go. They got everything. It's a winter, they know. They got prepared. They already got all the things ready. Okay? They got the soup. They got the food. They got the ginger already ready in the corner. They got some ginger in the house. They got some lemon. If the children feel a little bit sick, guess what? You get a ginger very fast. You blend it or you grind it, right? In the molcajete, whatever you got to do, you get some honey, organic honey, a little bit of lemon, you boil some water, you mix it up, you put some ginger, 2 or 3 spoons of ginger, you mix it up, and let the children drink it, man. They'll get relief very fast, brothers and sisters. That's what the righteous, that's what my mother did. That's what my mother did. And that's how I learned. I learned from my mother as a man. And I learned from my auntie, my grandma, my sister. That's how I learned, man. That's how we learn how to do what we do. The more I move the spirit upon our parent. Let's continue. Let's see. She maketh herself covering of tapestry. You see that? Her clothing is silk and purple. Imagine that. Silk and purple. Her husband is not in the gate. You see that? A virtuous woman, her husband is not in the gate. Because guess what? She does not commit adultery. Okay? She does not lie. She pay attention to every detail the Most High telling him or her. She pay attention to every detail that her cover, her king, her Lord is telling her. There we go. Let's read it. He said, her husband is not in the gate. When he sitteth among the elders of the land, she maketh fine linen and sell it. You see? So many things you can do, man. No excuses. Okay? No excuses whatsoever. Okay? Okay? Keep in mind. Okay? He said, and deliver girdle unto the merchant. You see that? She delivered girdle unto the merchant. Okay? Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She shall rejoice in time to come. She opened up her mouth with wisdom. With what? With what? She know the word, and at the same time, she performed everything. She did not use excuses. Well, because I'm studying the Bible. I'm busy because I'm studying the Bible, so I can't work. No, man. Paul, he was a tent builder. He was like a mason. Paul, Peter was a fisherman. He was fishing. Amashiach was like a carpenter. Okay, okay. Keep in mind. Okay. So you are without excuse. You got to work. That's what the Most High say. He said, she opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. You see that? She know the Torah, and she do everything. She still work. There we go. She look well to the ways of her household. What does she do? She look well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of what? Idleness. There we go. Idleness means what? Laziness. Laziness is a sin to eat the bread of idleness. It's a sin. It's evil before the Most High, man. Sarah, she works. Okay. It's not because you don't read in the book of Genesis. Sarah, she worked. Sarah was a virtuous woman. Okay. She was not a rebellious woman. Okay. She was a virtuous woman. Rebecca was a virtuous woman. All right. All right. Let's read it. He said, her children are rise up and call her blessed. There we go. Her husband also, and he praised her. Many daughters have done virtuously. You see that? So sister, let us go back to that way. We calling on our women, the so-called black woman, the so-called Latina woman, the so-called, African American woman. Listen, let us go back to the virtuous woman that our forefather used to be, that our mother used to be. Sarah, Rebecca, Judith, Esther, and the list goes on and on and on, man. Stop playing the whore in every corner. Stop playing the liar, the wicked, the murderer, right? Stop wearing pants, right? Get your behind off the couch. Go get yourself a job. Do something. Stop being lazy, man. He said, many daughters is in plural. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excel them all. You see that? This woman excelled them all. Okay? Favor and deceitful and beauty is vain. Because you look on the girl, you look on the sister, she look hot, she look beautiful, blah blah blah. She got some work done on her body, to look this and that. You're looking at her because she got this. No, that's vain. You want to get a wife, make sure